Hey up lads, Coach Si here. So, Christmas is coming up. You're obviously going to start thinking about your health. You're going to make New Year's resolutions. Personally, I don't believe in New Year's resolutions. What I like to focus on is if I set a goal, I kind of crack on now. My goal right now is to start doing live feeds every day at 12:45 p.m. Monday to Friday. Now, instead of waiting till the new year to do that, I'm going to crack on now. I'm going to perfect this skill and get better at it. Now, what I want to speak to you today is something that seems to be coming up quite a lot in consultation calls, or do you know what, when just speaking to our current clients or men in the past, is that they're having warning signs. And I always call warning signs like the smoke alarm. So before there's a fire, if you've left your pan on and you've left it unattended and it starts to smoke, before something bad happens, your smoke alarm goes off, right? So I want you to stop being more self-aware and focus on your smoke alarm, okay? Self-awareness is key. So if you're sleeping terribly at the moment, if you have to make grunting sounds whilst tying up your shoelaces, if you can't keep up with the kids for longer than 5 minutes, or even the possible thought of playing football for 10 minutes with your 12-year-old is just too knackering, and all these other things, like your clothes are bursting. Do you know what? Maybe you need to start listening to that and stop being in denial and stop ignoring those things and burying your head in the sand and not facing up to them. Because these are gentle warning signs. These are things that are saying, do you know what? Because I'm having to make a grunting sound to get off the sofa, because I'm out of breath when I get to the top of the stairs, you're not actually thinking, Jesus, I'm making grunting sounds. You might go, oh, I'm just getting old. Or when you go to the top of the stairs, oh, these stairs are getting harder. No, they're not. Or I had another client saying, it always felt like my clothes were shrinking. The clothes weren't shrinking. And they knew this deep down, but there's that lack of self-awareness. And I think that is really, really important. So listen to those gentle warning signs and perhaps start taking action before you have a health warning. So quite a lot of clients on our program are on a program because they're on statins, because they had a health warning, because they went to the doctors for their annual checkup and they were worried about their weight and their blood pressure and things like that. Do you know what? It shouldn't have to come to that. Again, if your clothes feel like they're shrinking, if you've got lack of energy, stress and anxiety can play a big part as well. If you're not looking after your body, if you're not nourishing it with the right food, if you're not giving it enough exercise, and then you're not feeling fit and healthy, you're going to feel quite stressed and anxious. Exercise also plays a big part in mental health as well. Here's quite an extreme one. Spoke to a guy a few weeks ago, signed up to the program and whatnot, and he's just bought a house and he wanted to get insurance cover for his payments. So if he lost his job, obviously the insurance would be still paid. Because of his weight and because of his current health, they would not give him insurance. That is enough. That should be enough for you to take action. You need to be self-aware of that, and there'll be a lot of other people out there in that same situation, because that's not the first time I've heard it, but it's just fresh in my mind from a few weeks ago. So, what I want you to do, instead of waiting for a health scare, is start listening to your body and thinking, do you know what, I need to take action. Now, there might be a reason you're not taking action. Is it because you've not got enough time? If you say you've not got enough time, that's a load of bollocks, by the way, because you have. And when I speak to almost every bloke on our program, they said they had not enough time. It's because, again, had to wait for a health warning or something come up to make them take action. So you only have to exercise, 30 to 45 minutes 3 times a week. If you do not have that window of opportunity 3 times a week, then you need to address your lifestyle. So before you even think about eating healthy, before you even think about exercising, look at your lifestyle and think, why the hell have I not got 45 minutes 3 times a week to move my body, to go out for a jog, to pop to the gym, to attend a class or something like that? If you haven't got that, then you're probably a heart attack waiting to happen anyway, because you're under so much pressure, you've got no time for yourself, okay? And time for yourself is not beers down the pub, okay? Because again, that is just going to speed up your death rate. Yes, this is harsh stuff we're going to talk about today, but do you know what? It's really important to me. So what I want you to do is take the first step. Number 1, be self-aware. Start listening to your body all the time. So I know if something's not right with it, I'll listen to it and I'll respond accordingly. Number 2, if you find the whole thing overwhelming, it's quite easy really. You don't have to start living and breathing fitness. You don't have to exercise 5 days a week. You don't have to exercise for several hours at a time. And you don't have to throw out the beers and the takeaways and stuff like that. You quite simply need to start moving more and eating a bit less and being more mindful of what you're having. Again, self-awareness. We're going to talk about habits and things like that. Like a bloke I spoke to who's on the programme, every time I went to the petrol station, it was a bottle of Coke and 4 Yorkie bars. So we need to talk about habit changing as well. So this is a quick video just to get you thinking a little bit. Start listening to the health signs. Start thinking about what is your barriers, what's stopping you from getting in shape other than you can't be bothered. But really, you want to be listening to your body and taking action as soon as possible. Remember, you don't have to live and breathe fitness, and you don't need to eat like some fitness guru monk to be in shape. Okay, it can be done quite easy without drastically changing your lifestyle. I'll be back on live tomorrow 12:45 to get you focused on another topic. This is Coach Si signing out.